Well, hello there to everyone that is watching this video. I believe today is September 30th, 2015. And today, I just wanted to speak on some of the excuse my tongue. I wanted to speak on some of the comments that I heard the Republican Party has been saying about Islam. And basically, what they are saying is that a presidential candidate who believes in Islam cannot be worthy of holding office because his moral values will contradict with the Constitution. And it kind of bothers me to the point where I could understand what they're trying to say, but it don't necessarily equivalent to that. And what I mean by it is, just because an individual is a Muslim doesn't mean he's going to try to implement Muslim laws on the United States. It just means that Muslim values might help him to make some of his decisions. Say a company might come and say, hey, I'm going to offer you $5 billion if you can cut the spending on all the schools. Not $5 billion, but I'm going to offer you $5 million if you can just cut some of this spending in the schools and we can save a whole lot of money. Well, his Muslim values will say, you can't buy me off, and education is more important. You know what I'm saying? But the real issue I'm getting is that I don't think these Republican candidates are the Christians that they say they are. And my reasoning to that is, I believe they're saying that a Muslim individual, if he's president, is going to try to live by Muslim laws. So basically what they're saying is all these Christian presidents are not living by Christian laws. Because, again, if these Republicans were educated as they are when it comes to getting money about their so-called faith, they would know that if you're saying that an individual can't be the president because of Muslim values, then you can't be the president because of Christian values. Because if you really know your faith, Jesus followed the law of the Torah. You understand? So the Torah is tougher than the Quran. You know what I'm saying? The Quran came to lighten the load. The Torah, which Jesus lived under, was extremely strict. Extremely strict. But these so-called Christians, they're not Christians. They just use Christians. They just use the religion when they come to mask their intentions. So when they come up to a Buddhist that really lives it, or a Muslim that really lives it, they can say, hey, I'm Christian. You're not really Christian. You know what I'm saying? Because Jesus followed the law of the Torah. He said, I have come not to change the law, but to fulfill it. Not to change the law, but to fulfill it. So if he's come not to change the law, he still lives under that law. And that law was very strict. But because Christians don't know too much about their own book, they talk foolishly about Muslims. You understand? If you was living under the law of the Torah, it would be 5 times as worse. You would get your hand chopped off. Jesus would chop your hand off. You understand? If you were sleeping out of wedlock, Jesus would stone you. You understand? I guess they think that because he saved that woman, I forgot the woman's name. He saved the individual woman that I believe was, they tried to call her a prostitute or a whore. Now, people don't know the true narration. The only reason he saved the woman was due to the fact that they were going to try to kill her without a trial. Musa, or Moses in the English tongue, specifically said that when you accuse someone, they must basically be put on trial. You understand? They had a court system way before a court system was even established in the West. They had a court system. And Moses said, when you bring someone and you wanted to charge them for transgressing against the law, you had to always have witnesses. Like a trial had to happen. Like if, hey, this man stole my cow, you can't just go and punish him by cutting off his hand. You have to get 2 or 3 people that can vouch and say, that's his cow. Yes, he took it. And then you get your punishment. Jesus followed those laws faithfully. But I just don't know how to say it without being rude. I don't want to be rude anymore. I'm trying to really work on myself so I don't have too much room to be mean anymore. But truly it's disrespectful. It is very disrespectful to Muslims and to anyone that calls themselves Christians. You know, it's disrespectful because Muslims are trying to live under their law. And it's disrespectful because Christians are not living under theirs. They're not living under theirs. And then they try to criticize someone that lives under the law. Because if you was a true Christian, you would live under the Torah. You don't want to live under the Torah. Just like there was another Republican, I think Senator Cruz, that's his name. He said he wanted Christian law. No, you don't. You're not strong enough. Everything that the Muslims are doing, you would have to do. Even more. You know what I'm saying? Like the dietary restrictions are so strict, it's crazy. All Allah told the Muslim we got to do is don't eat pork. But if you wanted to follow the law, the Christian law, the law that Jesus followed, the dietary law is crazy. For real, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're not drinking alcohol. You understand? You're not living that law. You're not strong enough to live that law. Islam came and lifted a lot of the sanctions. Yeah, we use that word, lifted a lot of the sanctions, so we wouldn't have to be under the burden of that law. So it really just bothers me that they're so unintelligent. How could you be so smart, yet say some of these unintelligent things? Is it due to the fact that you're not a Christian at all? And as I believe truly, people in America really, a lot of them ain't really Christians. It's just like, as you say, the political correct thing to do. It is politically correct to get up on Sunday and go to church. Come home and feel good about yourself. Many don't study the book. They don't live the book. They don't have knowledge of the book. They just do all of the processes. Go to church on Sunday. Might go to church Friday evening or Wednesday. Whenever they do Wednesdays, Thursdays. I know when I used to go to church, it would be Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. You know, they just follow the regular pattern. They're not actually eating, learning the knowledge of. Because if you learned the knowledge of, Ted Cruz would never say something so stupid as in, I want to live a Christian law. You're not built for that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Muslims out here that ain't built for that. To follow the law that Jesus followed. That was a strict law. You understand? That was a strict law. And don't let anyone lie to you and say, well, no, he lifted a lot of the restrictions. No, he didn't. Stop listening to Paul. How are you going to listen to a mass murderer over the person y'all call the Son of God? I don't call him that, but Christians call him the Son of God. He clearly says, I've come not to change the law, but to fulfill it. But I guess Paul might say somewhere that the burden's been lightened through the blood of Jesus or something like that. I don't know. I ain't reading too much about Paul because I ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you're going to say his word is the gold. Jesus' word is the gold standard, but you're going to listen to everything else this dude says. I can't rock with that. I don't need a preacher to tell me that. I don't need the Pope to tell me that. If I'm in Christianity and you say that Jesus' word is the gold standard, I'm going with what he says. And he says, I have not come to change the law, but to confirm it, to fulfill it. So who brought the law? Moses. So the law is the Torah. You know what I'm saying? The Torah. What did Allah say about the Torah? It is much knowledge in it. Much knowledge in it. So I'm really just wanting people to kind of listen to it, what I was saying here. Leave some comments and let me know, because I just think it's truly a double standard. I think it's an attack against Islam, and America truly is at the forefront of it. They're truly at the forefront. And these Christians that lack knowledge of their own faith should not be the ones doing the swinging. You know, if you're going to attack Islam with knowledge, which is impossible because it comes from the source of all knowledge, Allah, at least have someone that's knowledgeable in their book. You understand? Don't say that a president can't be a Muslim because his Muslim values are unconstitutional, because you're saying that a Christian president's values will be unconstitutional too, because a Christian lives according to the Torah, and the Torah is 10 times tougher than the laws of the Quran. It is 10 times tougher. So don't ever say anything that unintelligent again. Because to the person who has been blessed with knowledge and Allah open their eyes, they're going to see you for the fools that you are. Okay, they're going to see you for the individual that you are. Praise be to Allah. There is no God but Allah. And the Prophet Muhammad is his last and final messenger. Peace be upon him. This is Amen Bustara.